Hello everyone, and welcome to another News Coolum video and another charging site review. I'm here in Bishop, California, charging up at a new Electrify America site that went online. And I say new, it's been relatively recently that it went online, and it's really helping to open up the Highway 395 corridor, which is a really popular route to go to like Mammoth Lakes in the eastern Sierra Nevadas. It's basically it's a scenic highway, right? So a lot of people travel it for vacations and recreation. And I mean, you could go a similar route, but you'd have to go all the way into Nevada. I believe it's Highway 95 going north and south. But this really is a nice benefit. But it's also sort of an island right now because it's over 100 miles either direction, almost 200 miles in one direction before you're getting to the next DC fast charger. So it's kind of like I said, out on an island, but that's part of what makes it so important, and so I'm so happy to see it go in. The site features 4 ABB chargers. There are 2 350 kilowatt chargers and 2 150 kilowatt chargers, and then a 50 kilowatt CHAdeMO head. And I mean, it's a pretty standard Electrify America highway stop, and yeah, it's great. And there's not a whole lot more to say about it other than it's opening up a route that no other charging provider really cared to cover until now. So yeah, that's about all there is to say to it. But let's jump right into a site score. For access, I'm gonna ding it two different reasons, and so it's only gonna get an 8 out of 10 for access. And the first is, as you guys all know, I'm a big fan of full pull-through parking. I want to be able to allow for trailers and longer electric vehicles. So having only this nose-in or back-in parking and just a single parking spot just isn't good enough, in my opinion. But that's one point ding, and I'm dinging at another point, not because I'm worried about icing or having the chargers blocked or anything. This is a huge parking lot given the number of businesses here. It's that when I came in, it's really, you have to navigate around a couple of businesses through a parking lot. I actually passed the charger because it was kind of tucked away in a corner, and you're at a gas station, you have to look back behind you and the chargers are there. I had to circle the whole parking lot to get back to it. So it's not the most easy to navigate to, especially if you've never been here before. But otherwise, it's right off of Highway 395. It's a great travel option, and it's getting an 8 out of 10 for access. Now, in terms of amenities, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. And really, the only thing it's missing is some sort of a canopy or a cover and some level 2 chargers. You're right next to a gas station convenience store, basically the types of services you'd want in any vehicle when you're traveling. And then just a short walk away, you have several different grocery stores, several different restaurants. Basically, all of the services that you would want are just right within a short walk. So, I mean, it's pretty much what you'd expect for a travel stop. So it's getting a 9 out of 10 for amenities. For site concentration, there are only 4 DC fast chargers here, so it's a 6 out of 10 for site concentration. That's my standard score. I think this is just above average, and especially for something that you're expecting to, cover a heavily trafficked highway route like this. I mean, again, this isn't a primary corridor, but what it is a primary recreational vacation route. And so during peak travel times, there are going to be a lot of people traveling here. So only having 4 chargers per site is going to be very limiting for what's going to be a growing EV population. And it's only going to get a 6 out of 10 for site concentration. Now, in terms of location, again, this is on a heavily trafficked route in terms of, recreation, but it's not like a primary travel corridor. This is more of a secondary route, a scenic highway, but it's hard to just express how important this site is in opening this route up. So I have to weigh those 2 factors. But I'm just second guessing myself. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for location importance, because I think it also needs to send a message to other charging providers that just because it isn't a highly populated route doesn't mean that it's not important for EV travelers, because it is. And a lot of people who buy EVs are going to want to go to Mammoth Lakes or want to go fishing along Highway 395 or just travel a scenic corridor, and not having that option is something that pushes people away from considering electric vehicles. So, you know, this is a highly important site. It's one of the first ones to go in along Highway 395. It's a 9 out of 10 for location importance. Now, in terms of charger speed, well, it's a 10 out of 10. Again, 350 kilowatt chargers. There's nothing faster. You know, when there is, and there are vehicles that can charge faster than 350 kilowatts, I might modify this, but for now it's an easy 10 out of 10. All of these Electrify America sites with 350 kilowatt chargers will be a 10 out of 10 for speed. And now that's going to bring the total site score to a 42 out of 50, which is a very strong B. And like I said, it bumped up a little bit, I think, in importance because of, you know, how you know, uncovered this route is, right? This corridor really isn't passable for any non-Tesla EV until this charger went online. I mean, you could maybe make it a long, protracted travel with using level 2 and RV parks and things like that, but in terms of just driving like a normal family would drive in an internal combustion engine car, that wasn't really a possibility until this charger went in. So it's really hard to overstate the importance of it. Everything else is just small little things that need to be improved to bolster this site to make it even better. But hey, I'm really liking it. It's a great site. I'm happy to see it go in. So it's a strong 42 out of 50. I'd love to hear what you think. Have you had a chance to use this before? This Bishop site, do you travel Highway 395? Maybe you go skiing, snowboarding, go up to the mountains. Would you use a site like this, or are you looking forward to using this site? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel, and thank you for watching.